scale pretty well, so we can open up the map early. There's a lot that Arthur can do on this Graves pick.
It's a mid-jungle synergy that's popping off. Let's see whether it works as we get into game number 1. T1 versus Hanwha Life Esports. This is going to tell us a lot.
They were invincible. That's what I'm saying.
Yep, I like it. Well, Morgan might need one of those as he's going to turn Mega. Will he be able to get the double stun into the wall? Well, the answer's no, because Ragnarok... yeah, he lost that 2 base damage, man. He's ruined.
For his 2 shots.
Completely. As here's a special delivery on an Olaf, and that's going to be a real dead set. Haymaker's good, and that's a good face breaker, but Deft can't stay there.
Aggressive pathing. I'll hold that thought. Coming in
Yeah,
here.
Vista. Yeah, finds the showstopper. Is going to be able to give Gumushi the lantern, but Vista collects him out of the air. Chovy, he's turning up as well, but LM's going to get here first. There's the taunt flash out from Chovy. It's closer, going down very low, and they just eliminate the Graves so quickly. Morgan a bit late on the teleport, not in the right position. Into his turret and all this sort of stuff. It's just ridiculous.
This is not what you want if you're Zoe.
All right, in goes Vista. He's had enough. Looks for a face breaker, but instead his face is going to be broken himself. Deft, really great cleanse, but he's just exploded. The amount of damage here from T1 is too high. Collateral goes through, but Carrier's just there on the lowest health bar, but he's very, very safe, and this outer turret in mid is going
to get there, but he eventually did, and LM gonna eat some chunks here. This is a risky place for T1. They've got to be careful on this fight. Taunt.
Yeah, Vista caught out of position once again. Can't even. Haymaker is now, look at the Aphelios damage. I'm starting to see the 200 years coming back. Is that bubble not going to be taken as it's on the lantern? As Canna dives on forward, they look for Morgan. Canna's going to get stunned into the wall, but the heroic entrance and special delivery on a gargoyle is exactly not what you want as Hanwha Life. And Chovy a little bit too late to the fight as Death. Killer Instinct.
This is a insanely solid first game for this roster. They're going to look for the Drake here. They have vision control. Ward's going over the wall there, but actually this is really cool because T1 is actually forcing this rotation while you see insane side laning coming from Kana. Kana's like, all right, I'm taking an inhibitor turret. You guys can fight over the Baron if you want.
And now Kanna's going to have inside track on the rotation over as well as Vista's once again caught. Showstopper manages to find his Haymaker key this time around, but now it's a 4 versus 5, and in goes Kanna, finds the perfect flank. Arthur is dead as an afterthought, and Hanwha Life. He's very far behind.
He's been a whole
metric.
Yeah, he's been a whole item behind in every metric. And mid turrets going down, bot turrets going down. The side lane pressure for 2 incredible pushers, the Galio and the Camille, as it's a 3-1-1. The Hanwha Life Esports can't 5v3 the top lane even because they're so far behind. There's just indecision across the board. Teleport's coming in here. One last ride. Hanwha Life Esports. Let's see if Morgan can make something happen.
Yeah, does manage to find his Meganar, but Ragnarok comes in and he has to flash to get himself out of the way. Crushes over the wall as now Canna. He's being staved off to the side. Vista may have actually found an engage, but no, he's just going to go down. Canna not even down to below half health by the looks of things, as Morgan's going to be picked out of the air, and the Galio destroys Chovy. This is over, ladies and gentlemen. In one swift motion, T1 take absolutely everything from Hanwha Life and will be able to take down the Nexus. This was an impressive showing for T1's first time on the Rift in such a long time.
Absolutely beautiful here is some showmanship here. Actually pretty interesting to see the damage for these 2 teams, because if you look at the damage, actually, look at the top lane, right? Like, Gnar crushes it, but it's not about top lane for Camille. It's about getting those stuns, having those flanks, and securing kills. It's about the side laning. And even Aphelios for the bot lane, only about 1,600 gold, or excuse me, a damage ahead. Chovy's ahead in damage, but it's how the comp struggled to work. Rotations, he was side laning, and then he came in. He was like, "Oh, I killed a bunch of minions. Why don't I just flank and kill whoever?" You'll see how he plays it out.
Exactly. Let's do it. Let's get into game number 2. Hanwha Life versus T1. Some very...
as he should be.
And
still
just pressed his F button. As Chovy's toying with him right now, just avoiding everything. LM, though, over on the side. Arthur going to get flashed on. Hextech ultimatum, and now the Shockwave going to be used as a bit of a sombrero here for Chovy, and that works out just fine as they trade 1 for 1. The first kill for Hanwha Life of the season is now Canna. Tactical sweep. Morgan has a lot of grit.
I mean, yeah, he overextended, and it was the wrong play, but I actually respect the bravery. Uh-oh.
Well, there's some bravery here.
I
think his ex-teammate.
Yep. You don't feel like there's ever any massive pressures up. Hold that thought.
Yep, Chovy gonna get exhausted. Can he actually get a flash out? The answer's no. Shockwave almost onto 4 people, but instead, he dies. Yeah, with that overly aggressive play.
Yeah, Hanwha Life are gonna try to convert this into a Drake at least.
All right, Closer could be in trouble, and in fact he is. He's gonna go golden, but I have a feeling he's just gonna die, and Deft is gonna be able to grab that kill.
So you just run around the map and win the game for your team. Definitely a little bit less comfortable of a game for Kana here. So that makes the Arthur rotations a little bit more impactful, speaking of which.
Yeah, we got a Horsey trying to jump in on Carrier. Gonna get stunned up just a little bit with the Magnet Storm, but Carrier uses that as an opportunity to get in, but he's going down very, very low. Unbreakable Will, not quite unbreakable as Vista so dang low. Last bullet not going to find them though, and now 4. Yeah, Bubble is going to connect there from Closer as you can see, but it looks like Shirley will be delivered over to Hanwha, much like her sister was, as Carrier could be in trouble. Shockwave's going to bring him back, and yeah, you can press R as much as you want, buddy. You are still mincemeat. And the Olaf's going to grab that circumstance, but he's not exactly farming like he normally does. He's certainly being a little bit more active around the map, as there's the crash down from Vista. Stun will land onto Carrier. Magnet Storm coming on in, sucking everyone forward.
At all.
Yeah. And now, oh, that sidestep from Morgan. Absolutely beautiful. Closer has to flash to get himself over, but the Facebreaker comes on in. And this was all Morgan. Now he's probably going to die. Haymaker comes in, but it won't save him. So right as I was singing his praises, he's going to go ahead and fall down. So I apologize. Wearing it. Now Kana off to the side. Let's see who's going to be able to make this one work, as Vista does throw down the ulti. It gets a bit of work done, but he falls down too quickly. Double kill already for Gumayushi as Morgan. Huge shield double kill for Deft, who's still alive, dashing forward, looking for the Jin once again. As Closer, oh no, not able to get that one done. Chovy gonna get the flash out of Closer. Elam's gonna... Yeah.
Chovy wants
Arthur's
this.
looking for Closer. There's a shot. Arthur's already started it. Deft is gonna join him as Elam. He's going to face check, but there's a horse there. Carrier's going to join in as well. Deft immediately jumps on top of him. Teleport is going to be popped straight away, and Carrier is well and truly dead. Deft grabs that kill once again. I swear he's killed Carrier every time that he's died, just trying to send the thank you note back after game number 1. Baron's going to be taken. We're teleporting to turrets just so that T1 can't get anything as Chovy comes through, and we'll clear this one out.
Yeah, I mean, this is what T1 is hoping for. I mean,
yeah. Baron and 5 people is probably better than 1 Camille, even if she is really fed. And 2 inhibitors for the price of an inner turret is bad news bears, but she just doesn't have any counter siege, right? Like, if you're there as Camille, what are you doing? You're standing there, threatening a hookshot or something like that. It's kind of, like I say, takes half of his health bar and damage just from poke that is unanswerable. And look at all these siege minions. There's 4 of them.
Hanwha Life wants to win the game right now. They're not looking for potentially 3 inhibitors and a big lead. They want this to be over. Carrier's looking for the flank.
Yeah, this game of tower defense is just so unfair for T1. There's just so much artillery as Carrier throws down the ultimate for almost no reason, but a huge 3-man pulverize. Where are the shockwaves? Where is the damage? And there it is from Hanwha Life Esports. Chovy's going to fall down, but so is Closer. Kana about to fall as well. A triple for the Kaiser, a triple for the Jin, but unfortunately for Gumayushi, he's also headed straight for the Death Chamber, and we are going to game number 3.
A very, very dominant showing from Hanwha Life Esports after nearly getting...
the game time, very, very similar between game 1 and 2, as 29 minutes and 47 seconds. I believe the last one was about 30 minutes. But you can see it was a shutout when it comes to anything other than, a few kills and a couple of towers. Every single neutral objective was taken by Hanwha Life.
On this player.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he has been playing very aggressively as of late. Very poor results.
Yep, absolutely. But Gumayushi is a fantastic player, so let's see whether he can make things work here as we hop onto the Rift for game number 3. Our decider again, and misses the stun to boot.
That's the
right, that's a flash forward from Vista, but doesn't really do anything with it, and he's just going to die. First blood going over to Samira, and it's still behind by about 10 though, and Deft is going to walk back to lane with a serrated Dirk and a longsword. And so he's feeling very good about those purchases as Chovy going down low, but Vista's going to turn up. Crash down, going to be available, but used defensively here.
Push into this, they start it, but...
Whoa, that's a flash forward, and that's a solo kill.
Wow!
Closer just catches Chovy unaware. Closer is just massive.
Certainly has. Watch this again. Boom. Flash into it. Ults on top of Chovy. He's got no flash. He's got no way out. The shield isn't going to save him there, sadly. Yeah,
so much.
And they got the scuttle here. They get the crab and depth.
Flash. Oh dear. LM's going to come forward. Sidestep is going to be there, but it's not quite enough. LM easily picks up that kill. And
can't make that play happen, so Hanwha just don't get to trade anything back macro-wise here.
Yep, and once again, I mean, Chovy's going to have to flash to get out of the way of this one, but Close is going to take another turret shot, and Chaos Storm's doing a lot of work. Death Ray comes in, and Arthur steals away the kill like a jerk. Oh, no. What? I mean, it's better to have assist gold on top of your kill, but still. Not exactly what you want to see. Death taking a lot of damage, and he's going to have to cleanse to get himself out of it. Vista decides he wants to go back in as Carrier gets exploded. Death grabs that kill. Vista's going to die, and the ulti will come through from Gumayushi, but he's not able to get enough done. Steals away one kill, but now Arthur's looking to try and lock down LM. And LM's running, but he's not going to be able to get far enough. And the kills Chovy, no flash, remember. This is very unfortunate. He's going to get flicked back and destroyed. LM grabs that kill. Turret is going to land on the Carrier, so he will fall.
Coming up here from Morgan and Arthur. Morgan does have his Ornhorn, but I mean, with this...
That's a big flash in. Oh my god, the flick onto both of them as the Graves is going to fall. Now, Canna is in trouble. Chovy teleporting in just to save the day, and he will be able to do so. They do lose the turret. As a Weaver's Wall comes through just to get LM in position. Death just being hunted to the ends of the earth and will be taken down. Closer will tidy that one up. Carrier tanking the turret for a very long time and will die to the Rel as Gumayushi takes a very empowered shot.
Overstated right now for T1 as they have got both Drakes and so much on the map.
Absolutely. Collateral damage comes down. Arthur is able to grab that kill pretty comfortably. Gale Force is going to help him out there as Chovy flashes out of the way. Another Chaos Storm on top of Closer. But remember, the further away it gets from the victor, the slower it moves, and Closer just walks out of it. He'll be okay for the moment. Yeah, and I think that Hanwha do really need to try and fight this one. Great Weaver's Wall to get them out of this area, but it's just going to be broken, of course, by the Searing Charge. LM still trying to throw some pebbles in there. Death Ray doing some work, but now the Brambles come forward. Vanguard's edge into the backline. Oh my god! Closer just destroying the team fight. Death trying to run away, but he won't be able to. Arthur can't kite this one out either. As Morgan will get a knock-up, but he's going to go down, and T1 destroy the team fight. And Closer, I'm sorry about what I said in game number 2. You are an incredible player.
God tier engage.
Upgrade.
Doesn't sound as bad as Torment. You know, it sounds a little bit weaker, to be honest.
Yeah, so Anguish is just the regular one. Torment is the old one. And Languish is the new one. I'm not entirely sure. There's a fight, though, and Carry is dead. He does manage to get down his Brambles, but that's all he's going to be able to find, and this could be a disaster. He's dead for 30 seconds.
Not
and
really
that'll
safe
give
to even move around the map near where Hanwha Life is. Speaking of which, T1, it seems like they don't care. They're way out of position. Wrong side of the map.
And the flash away from LM as well. This is just forcing them back. I mean, Canna's in position, and Carrier is going to make it to this Drake. So, the 5v5 is there. Vanguard's edge. Flash used for Closer, but no follow-up. Finally, they get in there as Morgan going down so low, but he's so tanky. As in goes Gumayushi into the backline. He will fall down, but has he done enough? And I think the answer is yes, as it's only Chovy left alive, and it's looking like an Ocean Drake is going to land in the hands of T1 for the Ocean Soul.
Gumayushi right into the back line. It was perfect. And T1 looked so well versed with this composition.
Well, another ulti to fly forward here from Carrier as in goes Vista, just hard engaging the Weaver's Wall. Not exactly doing too much as Canna's going to fall down. The Rel is going to be traded as Chovy is off to the side, but he gets a lot of work done. And T1 may have thrown away part of their advantage. As Chovy just walking on these saplings, man. They're doing so much damage. Carrier, he might be dead now, but he's done the most damage on his team thus far. I don't know whether that's something weird about Imperial Mandate, because I feel like that, maybe that counts towards his damage when it's not actually
prevent Closer from just cutting the team in half and just doing massive, massive damage. They're going to be in a pretty nice spot, but if they lose an inhibitor here, it's going to make it very, very tough to actually have that vision control of the Drake. They're pushing in.
Yep, there's the crash down. Magnet Storm comes through. That's a great flick back, and Death is immediately removed from the fight. Chovy finds himself an angle, though, as LM does go golden, and Carrier is taken out of the fight. Vista now looking for a little bit more as Chovy just gatekeeping. Canna is inside the enemy base, going rogue. It's Owen Wilson.
They could have actually pushed for more, I think. See another teleport coming through here. So it looks like
Morgan is
they want Closer.
Trying to get rid of Closer. We'll be able to CC him a little bit. Flash forward there as Arthur could be in trouble. Closer doesn't find the reset, goes golden, does Arthur, but stopwatch is in hand for Closer as well. Vista getting taken down low, and the Samira is online, ladies and gentlemen. That's the quadra
On
kill.
the side of Hanwha Life Esports, defending this seems nigh impossible with everyone rejoining.
Sometimes you just want to flash under Nexus turrets and throw out an ultimate into nowhere. It doesn't really matter. They're going to dive under death. They're going to take him down. It's the ace. It's the unofficial pentakill for Gumayushi's Samira here on day number 1. And T1 start off with a bang. Hanwha made them work for it, but this will be the debut victory for T1 with a
damage dealt across the board. You can see, yeah, Victor does a ton of damage. He more than doubles the damage of Closer in the mid lane, but it doesn't matter because this is an objective-based game for T1. 10 towers to 1. Obviously, a few of those in the late part of the game were just because they won the game, but they were massively ahead early on. They got so many turret plates, and they snowballed a game from that 1-3-1 more than anything else. They weren't looking to crush team fights, but even still, in the end, it wasn't about the damage that